Advaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Cha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminite Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashadesh नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम बदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतसे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So if devotees open their videos, the session become more lively. And what we're going to discuss today is about Lord Jagannath from beginning, about Jagannath Dham, who is Lord Jagannath, how he came, the deity of Lord Jagannath. So everything will be discussed in the detail about Lord Jagannath there. And why do we celebrate Rath Yatra? What is the essence? What is the reason behind celebrating Rath Yatra? So all these things we'll be speaking about today. Why Jagannath has a big eyes, how Jagannath is Krishna only, its form is little different from Krishna, how still it is Krishna. So all these things we are going to see. So this is Sona Vesh of Lord Jagannath. This also, one second. This is also one of the alankars of Lord Jagannath. Quintals of Sona is put, tons of Sona is put on the Sona Vesh day. It's a big treasury of gold. So this is our Shishadipuram Jagannath Subhadra Maiki. It's a Sudarshan. So they are sick. So we'll get their darshan on Saturday. So this is a Puri temple, big Gopura. And this is the Chakra, where Lord Jagannath stays. The Snan Bedi. If you see, the Snan Yatra has happened last Saturday in Jagannath Mandir, in our temple also, and 3 days before in Puri. So if you see, Jagannath Mandir Subhadra has come outside, and so many people are bathing there. So on full moon day of Jeshta, then Jagannath is bathed with water. So Jagannath is Daru Brahma. So generally, now always a question comes, like, why do we take deity as God? Or what are the, what all deities, what could be taken as a deity, what could not be taken as a deity? So if you see, Krishna can come in form of a painting. You paint a picture and keep it in your house. Krishna can come in that painting. He can come in a marble cutting there. He can come in a metal. He can come in different types of stone deity. He can come in the clay carving, stone, or clay. This is the clay and the mud. And he can come as jewels. He can also come appear in the mind of a devotee. So when the deity is carved on the Lord, but Jagannath is cut in the mode of wood. So above is the wood. This one is the wooden one. So Jagannath is carved as Daru Brahma, which appeared in the wood. So after Snan Yatra, Lord Jagannath get washed. Here you see, Jagannath is getting the color wash. So he takes rest for 15 days, where he actually gets sick and recuperate, and then they paint there. So after the Snan Yatra, immediately you get a Hathi Vesh, right? And then the Netrotsav day, which will happen after 2-3 days, Jagannath comes out, and then Jagannath is taken to Rath Yatra. Now Jagannath, who is Lord Jagannath? Jagannath is ecstatic Krishna. Jagannath is ecstatic Krishna. When Krishna is in ecstatic mood, greatly merciful mood, it is Lord Jagannath. So I'll tell you one of the stories of Lord Jagannath. See, Uddhava goes to Vrindavan. When Krishna had left Vrindavan, came to Mathura, killed Kamsa, so Krishna had told the Vrajvasis, I will return. But because of several attacks of Jarasandha and different matters, Krishna could not go to Vrindavan. So he sent Uddhava, Daitasaka, Uddhava, you go to Vrindavan on my behalf and tell them that don't worry about me. I am the super soul. I am the Lord of everybody's heart. Like that, Krishna sent a message for Nanda Baba, Yashoda, and the other Vrajavasis. And then Uddhava goes in a chariot, like in the same chariot which Akrura took Krishna. Uddhava looked like Krishna. Uddhava had a form like Krishna. And Uddhava had wear clothes of Krishna. So when they saw Uddhava went, everybody first thought Krishna has come. And then Uddhava then understood Uddhava had went to meet Nanda Baba. And Nanda Baba, the first question, he started to ask Uddhava, Uddhava, have you seen, is Vasudev happy now? Because Vasudev has got the child, his child back. Is Vasudev happy? See, this is the heart of Nanda. He's not thinking my son Krishna has gone, but first he's thinking Vasudev happy. Then he asks the second question: does Krishna remembers me? Does Krishna remembers me? That one question he kept asking Krishna. And then Uddhava told that yes, he only, Krishna only has sent to me. And Uddhava started giving knowledge to Nanda Baba that, see, Krishna is the Supreme Lord in everybody's heart. Just don't think as your son. Understand, he's in the heart of all living beings. He's God for everybody. And worship in your heart. See him in everywhere. And after giving all this knowledge whole night to Nanda Baba, still Nanda Baba asking when Krishna will come back. And nothing happened. Nothing change happened to Nanda Baba. And Yashoda mind was crying whole night when Krishna will come. So their devotion never changed hearing the majesty of Krishna. Their devotion never changed hearing the majesty of Krishna, of Nanda Baba and Yashoda. And Nanda Baba understood their devotion is something very special. The next day morning, same happened with the gopis of Vrindavan. So they thought maybe Akrura has come again, same chariot has come. But it's already somebody like Krishna has come. Oh, then they understood, oh, it's Krishna's friend, he has come with a message. And Uddhava is meeting there and they're asking about Krishna. And Uddhava is giving the same message to them. That see, you should understand Krishna is in the heart of all living beings. Krishna is all energy, whatever exists in this world, it belongs to Krishna. You worship Krishna everywhere. See Krishna in everything. Why you feel separated from Krishna? But now one of the gopis in that she gets so much mad in remembrance of Krishna, she started to scold the bumblebee. Oh, you messenger of Krishna, you have come? No, I won't meet that Krishna. He has left us. There. When Uddhava saw the devotion of those devotees in Vrindavan, how they love Krishna so much, he felt, and Uddhava he's a disciple of Brahaspati, the guru of the Devtas. And Anta was telling her, their devotion is so high, and my devotion is very, very less in comparison to those gopis. There. See, generally, we may think if somebody is very near to Krishna, he should have more devotion to Krishna. He's living, and those devotees are separated from Krishna. And now Uddhava is a relative of Krishna. Uddhava is a disciple of Brahaspati. He should have more knowledge or more devotion. But Uddhava started understanding no. The simple devotees in Vrindavan have greater devotion to. And he thought, I want to take the dust of their feet. But these devotees will not give the dust of their feet. So he thought I'll become a Gululata so that I keep taking their dust. So Jagannath is very, very merciful. So, and then there's a sense. So now these Vrajavasis are feeling so much separation from Krishna. Same way when Krishna went to Dwaraka, he started feeling great separation from Krishna. He started feeling great separation from Krishna. Krishna. So now, Krishna would always in the night calling the name of Vrajavasis. And they thought, what is there in them that we don't have? We also hear the pastimes of devotees of Vrindavan. They love Krishna so much. We don't have. Even we are queens of Krishna, living with Krishna in Dwaraka, but we do not have so much devotion to Krishna. What does Vrindavan Vasis have? Let us hear of their devotion, isn't it? Like suppose you hear of some devotees. Oh my God, Krishna spoke to them, or Krishna, or our spiritual master loved those, appreciated those devotees, or some they have been appreciated. Then you want to know what those devotees are that they are appreciated so much. There's so much love. They want to know the secret, so they want to know. So Rohini is the mother of Balaram, another wife of Vasudeva. Devaki is was wife of Vasudeva, and Rohini another wife of Vasudeva. So Rohini is the mother of Balaram. So Rohini was already in Vrindavan, yet she had seen the Vrindavan pastime. And the second person who was in Dwarka, who was common in Vrindavan and Mathura, is Subhadra Mai. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai ki jai. So now all the queens went to know, we want to hear this pastimes of Vrindavan. We are so eager to know about their devotion. See, bhakti is all about devotion to Krishna. We want to know how to show a devotion to Krishna. That is bhakti. How to love Krishna, that's bhakti. So the Subhadra Mai became a gatekeeper. Because with Krishna Balaram here, the Leela of Vrindavan Vasis, what will happen? They will leave Dwarka and go to settle in Vrindavan. We lose Krishna by hearing the Katha. So Subhadra Mai became the gatekeeper so that Krishna should not hear the Katha. And now Subhadra Mai was gatekeeping and Rohini started to narrate the Katha. And when she started the Katha, all the pastimes of Raja Leela, everybody in the assembly got so absorbed. They forget time, they forget the world, they forget everything. Now, this is the way we should hear the Katha. That you get so absorbed in hearing the Katha, you forget the world. Now, what problem happened? The voice was reaching till the end also, in the gate also. Subhadra also was hearing it. Sound systems very powerful. The acoustics are very powerful of that place. There. And Subhadra Mai was hearing it. She went into ecstasy and forget everything about gatekeeping. Now Krishna Balaram came. Now, when Krishna Balaram came, Subhadra was no more in mode of gatekeeper to go and tell that, Array, this kind of problem is there. So, what happened is when he, so Krishna Balaram came and they start hearing, they also went into ecstasy. Their eyes broadened. See, this phenomenon is not possible in human body. This possible only possible in spiritual bodies. You got point. That's why these are not physical. Now, Krishna Balaram is spiritual body. So their eyes went full blown up and hands and legs shrinking up out of hearing about the devotees in Vrindavan. And their tears start to come and there and they were in ecstasy. Now Narad Muni came. And Narad Muni was very happy seeing this form. I said, Lord, please reveal this ecstatic form to everybody. And Lord bless Muni, the next Kalpa, as Jagannath, I will come in this form. And that's how the form of Jagannath from the Subhadra is like this. Right? So amazing. So when Krishna becomes ecstatic, he is Jagannath. So the Jagannath is so much important. The the Jagannath form of the Lord. And Jagannath has done many pastimes with his devotees. One of the pastimes of the devotees is Bandhu Mohanty. This devotee, Bandhu Mohanty, he was coming from a Jajapur, a village near in Odisha, near Puri, Jajapur, and he was a Hari Bhakta. And he would do begging and then get his food. But there was a great drought due to which he was not getting his food, and he had two children and daughter and wife. And they all were hungry of food. The wife suggested, can we go to your some relative somewhere, where we can get food and thing? Because of drought, nobody was giving them food or something. So then he said, yes, I have one friend in Puri. We'll go. He stays at the Nilachal mountain. We'll go to him and he will there. So they arrive in Puri and it was a very special day. Only some guests were allowed to enter the temple. So he stayed outside only. And now the night time came, was feeling hungry. So the water, rice water, the water left in the rice, it is put in a nala which is gone to feed the cows. So he took some tutavo matka and took that, and some hunger mitigated. And while sleeping, he said, Lord, am I not your creation? I have come for your. So to his wife, he had told the friend, and wife is telling, what happened to the friend. But actually, he's the Lord only. The friend is Jagannath only. He considers Jagannath as his friend. I said, Lord, am I out of your creation? How will I maintain my family and thing? And he slept near the Jagannath temple. Now, night, what happened? Now, Jagannath couldn't sleep. And Jagannath didn't get sleep. Jagannath is feeling, Arey, this my friend has come. He came all the way. He couldn't get prasad. So he's thinking, how can I sleep? He slept without food. So the Jagannath went to his store, got his golden plate, took some cakes and some nice Mahaprasad, and came to the south gate. The temple has 4 gates, Jagannath Puri, and he saw that the temple with the cakes and things and everything start taking and bringing to our this and Jagannath came in the form of an old Brahmana. एक बूढ़ा ब्राह्मण के फॉर्म में गए बोले बंधु मोहंती कहाँ हो, तुम्हारे लिए जगन्नाथ ने प्रसाद भेजा है. कहाँ से आ गए? And Jagannath and Bandhu Mohanty took the prasad and started eating. And when he went to return that golden plate, he didn't size the golden plate of God. When he returned the golden plate, the Brahmana was gone. Then he came and kept in his, washed the plate and kept it in the otri, and the whole family ate very nicely, happily. Now the next morning, the news came that the golden plate of the Lord is stolen. Police started asking the pujaris. Then somebody informed, "Hey, there's the plate," and they caught Bandhu Mohanty and put them into jail. And he started praying in the prison, "Lord, you are my only shelter, Lord, and whatever you want to do with me, do. But I am your friend, and you are my only hope and shelter." So, like that, Bandhu Mohanty started praying to the Lord. And the Lord went to the king's palace. It was not in Puri, some I think Kattak or some place. The king was sleeping. Lord entered in the dream of the king and said, "O king, if your some friend comes, did you keep them hungry? My friend came. I took my plate. I feed him my thing. And why you people are your people are beating him? Now, right now, you go take water from his lotus feet, release him from the prison, put a turban on his head, and provide for his maintenance for whole life. If you don't do it, I'll destroy all your family members." King got up and went immediately and bowed down to him, washed his feet, took the put a turban on his head, and made an arrangement permanently for him. So that's, see, if somebody considers Lord Jagannath as his friend, how Lord Jagannath reciprocates there. So Puri is a very, very special place. And I must say, the Lord in our Jagannath Mandir, Jagannath is personally residing here in Sheshadipuram, isn't it? So just like there is a Nilachal, and it's called Nilachal Nivas. Nilacha. So there's a mantra for Lord Jagannath. So if you see this mantra for Lord Jagannath, Nilachal Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha. The Lord who stay Nilachal Nivas, Nityaya Paramatmane, always Nitya, परमात्मा उसमें बलभद्र सुभद्रा आया, बलभद्र और लॉर्ड बलदेव और सुभद्रा के साथ में जगन्नाथ आए ते नमः, लॉर्ड जगन्नाथ there. So the same Puri Dham manifests in Nilachal Nivasa in Sheshadipura here. So I'll tell the story of Rath Yatra, how this pratha of Rath Yatra began. So this is called Pahandi. So Jagannath is very, very heavy, and how Jagannath is brought is that's very amazing. So many pandas together will bring Lord Jagannath. And these are the three chariots of Lord Jagannath. So the chariot is moving. Very special, it happens. Lakhs of people comes in Puri on the occasion of Jagannath Rath Yatra. And it's very, very amazing there. I've been there in couples of Rath Yatra. And if you wish to take part in same Rath Yatra, please come on Saturday. Right? Please come on Saturday to Jagannath Mandir to take part in the special Rath Yatra there. Jagannath Swami Nayan Patagami भवतु मे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे. That, oh Lord Jagannath, let you become the object of my vision. Jagannath Swami Nayanpadgami Bhavatu me. So that's the mood of worshipping Lord Jagannath. Now, how this Rath Yatra, just like I said, why Jagannath has such big eyes, ecstatic form, right? It made sense. Any question upon that? And why Jagannath has such big eyes, the form? He's so mercifully seeing his devotees there, compassionately seeing his devotees there. So actually, it's Krishna, but feeling separation from his devotees. That is Lord Jagannath. It's Krishna. If you go to Srirangam, there are the deities of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu carved 500 years before. The same deities are present in Srirangam. In the outside, there's a Jagannath Mandir in Srirangam, in one of the streets, and you can see that. So when we had gone to Srirangam Yatra, we had seen this there. And Krishna willing will also plan a yatra to Jagannath Puri by the end of this year. And take darshan of Lord Jagannath. If Krishna is merciful, we will go for the darshan of Lord Jagannath. And some of the devotees, I think, coming to Guruvayur Yatra also. And next by the December and will attend the Yatra to Puri there. But you can take the experience of the Rath Yatra, mini experience of that Rath Yatra. Now, Puri Rath Yatra, so lakhs of people coming, it's very difficult. But our Rath Yatra, here Jagannath Baldev Subhadra goes in one chariot. So there they go in three chariots. Here we go in one chariot. It was a very sweet, nice experience. Giving Lord Jagannath is giving mercy to everybody of all people in Bangalore in this area there. And you see how merciful Lord Jagannath is giving. It's a very, very special experience when we see that. And it's a time where we can give mercy to so many other people with this. The Lord is giving so much mercy to so many devotees and so many people in this world. Now, how this pratha of Rath Yatra started? So, as I was telling, that Krishna's always start feeling separation from the devotees in Vrindavan. So one day, Krishna fainted only, and then Narad Muni came, and Narad Muni said, "There's only one way. If you talk to Krishna about Vrajavasis, but the problem is, if you talk about Vrajavasis, the moment he'll go to Vrindavan. And if we go and see how the Vrindavan Vrajavasis, they are also feeling sorrow in absence of Krishna, he may never return. The solution is, first somebody should, or he may get a shock seeing that the devotees are in so much distress. So for somebody should go and give the news in Vrindavan that Jagannath Krishna is coming. Uddhava said, I already told once, but Krishna did not went. Now with what mood I will go? Balaram said, I also went and gave a lot of asvasan. How will I go? Subhadra said, no, I will go. They will trust me. This was said, okay, I will also go with you. So both the Balaram, so first Balaram read and then Subhadra left there to go and inform there. And then Krishna came, where is Baldev went, where there? And Krishna heard about Vrindavan, went to Vrindavan. But first who went? Balaram, then went Subhadra, and then went Krishna to Vrindavan there. So Rath Yatra indicates that Jagannath in Sri Mandir is like a Dwaraka or Kurukshetra. And the three chariots, the first the chariot of Krishna, Balram goes. If you see the Rath Yatra, first the Balram's chariot goes. Then Subhadra's chariot goes. Then Jagannath's chariot goes there. So they're going to Vrindavan. So Gundicha Mandir is considered to be Vrindavan. So now, 15 days, Jagannath is sick. The sickness is an excuse. He's there in with Lakshmi to satisfy Lakshmi, so that afterwards he can go to Vrindavan, and Lakshmi has no place in Vrindavan. Yeah. Lakshmi is still doing tapasya to attain a place in Vrindavan. There. There. So Krishna goes, and Krishna's Leela in Vrindavan is very, very amazing. Another pastime comes during the Kurukshetra, there was a solar eclipse. That's the time all the Yadus came and Vradvasis also came, and the Vradvasis, the gopis, were trying to take the chariot of Krishna and Balaram to Vrindavan. There, that that you please come to Vrindavan. There, and because they were praying like this, they were reading from where this chariot it come. So therefore, it's a great service to Shrimati Radharani, the chariot pulling, and you get a great mercy there. So therefore, the pulling the chariot is become so merciful. Especially as follows of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our greatest seva in front of Lord Jagannath is to do Harinam Sankirtan, dance in front of Lord Jagannath. There. So we'll come to that part also. But let's see some more pastimes and leelas of Lord Jagannath. Now, how these three forms appear in this world? So there's a story comes in Skanda Puran of King Indiv Maharaj. So what the story of this King Indiv Maharaj was? How many heard the story? How Indiv Maharaj came and how the Daru Brahma appeared, Nil Madhav disappeared. Please raise your hand if you've already heard the story. Okay. You heard the story, Aditya, before?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So, okay, but many devotees have not heard also. So let me uh, glorify the story. Let me put the story. It's very, very amazing story. See, Brahmaji lived for 100 years. 50 years, Nil Madhav stays, and for 50 years, Lord Jagannath stays. But how did Nil Madhav to Jagannath transition happen? It happened in this. This is currently what is going on. The first day of the second parad of Brahma. Brahmaji lives for 100 years. His 50 years are over. Now the next set of 50 years is going on. And it is the first birthday of Brahmaji. So happy birthday, Lord Brahma. There. So in this manmantra, in this kalpa, Lord Nilamadha was a start. This mantra started with Lord Nilamadha. And King Indiv Maharaj, he heard about this deity of Nilamadha. And this deity of Nilamadha is so amazing, all the devatas will come to worship. In fact, anybody who take the darshan of Nilamadha will get liberated. So यमराज गॉड वरीड नॉट, अगर सब कुछ यहाँ आ जाए, सबको यहाँ आ गया एक काम बन में, तो मैं क्या करूंगा? मैं तो खाली पड़ जाऊंगा, मेरे यहाँ कौन आएगा? नरक में तो कोई नहीं जाएगा फिर, इफ एवरीबॉडी लिबरेटेड ऑफ ऑल सिन एंड कम टू यू। से देखो, तो भगवान बोले देखो तुम इस बाउंड्री में जो आएगा उसको तुम छू नहीं सकते, बाकी तुम्हारा राज है सब करके, एंड आई विल डिसअपियर एंड लॉर्ड जगन्नाथ विल कम विथ इट। And then King Indium wanted to see, so he sent a Vidyapati to this, and this Sabara Jati. Sabara means who sell pigs. This is Jati people would worship Nilamadhav, and from their body fragrance will come out. Though they're born in a low family, but by worship the Lord, they become better than the Devatas. They become better than the all there. So this Vidyapati comes and says, I want to see Lord Jagannath. Please show me. And it took So first he was little concerned, but somehow Vidyapati requested and the curse, कि Brahmana will curse me. So he took and showed the form, and he was so, and it was a very little forest-ridden path he went there, and he was crying tears. Vidyapati was crying the tears, saying, "My God, what form of Lord Jagannath! Neel Madhav, just seeing it, you get liberated." This the form of Neel Madhav there. And there, and he went and he saw so many hands were coming, worshipping was happening, all the devtas were worshipping Lord Neel Madhav. And he came back, and this Sabara uh, Vasu, Sabara Jati, this person, he fed him such prasad. He said, I never eaten such items in my life. From where you get it? Whatever devtas offer, I get the remnants of it. Like that, he said, our Vasu. And then he said, can I bring King Indium? He said, King Indium will come here, but by the time Neel Madhav would have gone. But don't tell this to the king, still you bring it. This we have heard. And now Vidyapati goes and says, yes, yes, Neel Madhav is there, very beautiful. Now this King Indium took all his praja. King Indium took all his praja, will go and settle near Lord Neel Madhav, because the purpose of life is to stay near the Lord. The purpose of Nilmadha is to stay, life is to stay the Lord. So we'll all see the Lord's form, we'll all go. While he goes on the way, he comes to Odisha. The Odishan king says, सब कुछ बर्बाद हो गया. Lord Nilmadha disappeared. And king said, hi, for what purpose I have come? Giving up my kingdom, giving everything. What about this innocent citizen? And Narad Muni already was going with the king, said, don't worry, Lord has a plan. You do 100 Ashmediyas. And then Akashvani happened, you do. And he was, and Narad Muni showed him the place where Neel Madhav deity was there, where the Rohini Kund was there. And he showed the Kalpa Vriksha and everything. And then Narad Muni said, here is a place, you establish a deity of Narsingh there and do 1,000 Ashmediyas. And king faithfully did 1,000 Ashmediyas. And the end of 1,000 Ashmediyas, one Daru came, Daru Brahma, one tree, one log of wood came in the ocean. Very big. And then a voice came that a carpenter will come and carpet. And then Vishkarma came, and you should not, nobody should hear the sound of cutting, and nobody should do. And for 15 days he was cutting. And then 15 days when you open the altar, you said, hey, what? Then again the Akashvani came. They should paint the Lord, give clothes, and nobody should see the Lord without the pay, without the clothes and things. And then the deity of Jagannath Baldev Subhadra appeared. And he's to make the temple of the Lord. Now, the temple has come, but somebody should install or not. So they want Lord Brahma to come and install the deity. If you see, many other deities are installed by Lord Brahmaji, like Ranganath deity, Shiranga, installed by Lord Brahma. There. Melkote also we go, is originally installed by Lord Brahma only, that deity. There. So many of the deities are installed by Brahma, so they're called Brahma. And then Narad Muni was going, okay, I will also come, I have a chariot. We will go in the chariot, which goes by the speed of mind. And Narad Muni and both. So by the time he had already started the construction of the temple, then when he was very concerned on the way, whether मजदूर काम करेंगे नहीं करेंगे पैसा लेके भाग तो नहीं जाएंगे, Nanu said, don't worry, this chinta doesn't appear in Brahmaloka. You are now a Jivan Mukta there. So then they are going in the right. So by Krishna's mercy, one new center is coming even in Sarjapur Road. There the construction is in it. So always there is a worry, what happened there. Right. So worry. So they went to invite Brahmaji for installing the deities there. So so when they're going to installing the deities, but the problem is when they reach, Brahmaji was busy. See, is there. And what Brahmaji was watching a dance, was watching a Leela performance, song, bhajan performance. So he's absorbed in that. So meeting took some 15 minutes or 30 minutes, to meet Brahmaji. After the meeting, Brahmaji said, अरे जितने टाइम में तुम वेट किए मेरे लिए, मनमंत्र ही ओवर हो गया। तुम पहले मनमंत्र में आए थे, अभी दूसरा मनमंत्र चल रहा है, और सारे तुम्हारे जो राजा वाजा सब चले गए। पहले तुम जाके मंदिर तो ऑक्युपाई करो, तब मैं आऊंगा इंस्टॉलेशन के। तो ब्रह्मा जी ने भेज दिया। और जब इंद्र महाराज यहाँ पर आए तो देखा, अरे सब कुछ चला गया। और जब मंदिर बनाया तो उसमें कोई और डेटी है। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा है, उनका वर्शिप चल रहा है, लेकिन जो ओरिजिनल मंदिर था उसमें कोई और डेटी है। तो उस डेटी के लिए अलग मंदिर बनाया, उसको साइड में रखा। और फिर जब जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा के लिए मंदिर खाली कर रहे थे, दूसरा एक गाला किंग आ गया, अरे तुम कौन हो, कहाँ से आ रहे हो। When they understood, my God, टाइम मशीन बैक से आ रहे, यू नो दे आर कमिंग फ्रॉम द पास्ट, is coming from the past and understood, my God, what is this there? And then Brahmaji came and installed the deity that became Snan Yatra. And then the Rath Yatra was taken for the Lord. And that's how this festival started. The deity will start with it in a very amazing way. So because Brahmaji's planet, even 1 second you spend, it past many, many thousands of years on planet Earth. तो 15-30 मिनट में मनंतर चेंज हो गए, क्योंकि ब्रह्मा जी के 12 घंटे में 1000 दिव्य युग होते हैं। एक दिव्य युग हो गया सत्य, त्रेता, द्वापर, कली। तो ऐसे 1000 दिव्य युग ब्रह्मा जी के 12 घंटे होते हैं। अगर वो 12 घंटे भी सपोज आधे घंटा भी रुक गए तो कितने वो निकल गए, कुछ 50-40 दिव्य युग निकल गए। उसमें मनवंतर का चेंज हो गया, क्योंकि एक मनवंतर में 71 दिव्य युग होते हैं। सो टाइम स्केल ये बहुत बड़ा है करके, तो जगन्नाथ वर्शिप इज कमिंग फ्रॉम लॉन्ग लॉन्ग टाइम। So it's so amazing how this worship of the happened. Now, what happened in Rath Yatra? What is the mood of Rath Yatra? And you remember last time I talked about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in 5 features. So who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Krishna coming in form of Srimati Radharani. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, he stayed in Jagannath Puri. So now you understand, Jagannath is Krishna in separation of his devotees. And here is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the greatest devotee. Krishna coming in the form of greatest devotee, Srimati Radharani, in that mood. And here Jagannath in separation of his devotees. So Mahaprabhu and so will dance for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath there. And Lord Jagannath is seeing this in Leela. So I saw that how Neel Madhav to Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. This wood appeared from the ocean. And the king in them saw the glimpse. This is the Jagannath Baldev Subhadra in Puri Dham. It looks very, but this is before the Snan Yatra. So it's looking like this, but very beautiful form. If you actually go and see Lord, this is in Rajapur Jagannath, in Mayapur. There's a temple Rajapur. It has so many pastimes there. This is the Ratha, very high Ratha, and different part of the Ratha. Dor Ghoda, Dvitya Bhui, Tritiya Bhui, Pakhunda, Basanda, Makardanda, Singhasana, Nartaki, Kani, Jali, Kuduka. So all this Ratha you will see. And now we understand the deeper meaning of Rath Yatra, that Lord Jagannath is going to Vrindavan. You see, gopis taking the chariot and taking Krishna, Balaram, Subhadra to Vrindavan. So therefore, anybody who helps in pulling the cart, they get a lot of mercy of the Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would do dancing in front of Lord Jagannath in that mood there. So you see Krishna, Balaram, Subhadra, they are going and all the moving, and here you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they dancing in front of the there. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would dance before Lord Jagannath in great ecstasy and things there. So they will make a seven parties of Lord. So first happened the Gundicha Marjan. So one day before Rath Yatra, the Gundicha Marjan happened 1 or 2 days before, because the Gundicha temple is there only once in a year. Jagannath would come there in Gundicha Mandir. So that has to be cleaned before the Lord could stay over there. So Lord Jagannath would there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally went and got all the devotees. Let's go and clean Gundicha Mandir. Many jhadus they clean the Gundicha Mandir with it there. And they all were cleaning. In fact, Mahaprabhu was making the Singhasan of Lord Jagannath. पोछ रहे थे पूरा अपने उससे, एंड भगवान के चैतन्य महाप्रभु के आंसुओं से, अपने आंसुओं से भगवान के उसको वो धो रहे थे जगन्नाथ के there. And then Jagannath is there. And then next day, when Jagannath comes out from the temple to the chariot, that is called Pahandi. And Pahandi Vijay is called Pahandi Vijay, because what happens now, Jagannath is very heavy. You can't lift him and bring to the chariot. If you can lift him, then how will you bring him from the temple to the chariot? So what they do, they pull Jagannath 2 2 feet. Okay, 2 feet आगे, फिर 2 feet आगे, 2 feet आगे, and everywhere pillows were put, because you can't put the Lord on the ground. So pillows are put. So Lord is taken one pillow to another pillow to another pillow to another pillow to another pillow. Like that, they bring to the chariot, and that is called Pahandi. And that also, if you come early, so 4 o'clock Rath Yatra will start. 2:30 Pahandi starts in our temple. So you will see how Jagannath would travel on the Pahandi like this. You know, so Lord will travel and come. So you'll get to see all that. Why I'm explaining, you may come and you will not understand what's happening. So, so if you're coming, so how many of you are coming to take darshan of Lord Jagannath on attend the Rath Yatra on Saturday? Right? Okay. So I think this so you'll get to see how the Lord is so how the Lord is going in there, and do what you're taking. And it appears that the Lord is, and they put very nice Vrindavan flowers, you know, upon the head, and Jagannath is rolling like that. You saw in the video also, no? How Jagannath is coming, climbing the chariot, then coming there. So they very lively perform these services for Lord Jagannath there. And then yeah, and then Jagannath is what do you say, is performing so many pastimes, and he comes on the chariot with it. And the chariot, the king himself comes and does jhadu. If you know, king himself comes and does jhadu before that. So Mahaprabhu had already cleaned the Gundicha Mandir before. So service of Lord, we want to clean the temple of the Lord, right? Want to clean the great seva for the Lord there. Shiv Vigrahara Tanityanana Shingaratan Mande Majanado Yuttasya Bhaktani Kunyatopi Vande Guru Shri Charnaravinda. Shiv Vigraha, the Radha of Shiv Vigraha, the deities, Nityanana, Shingaratan Mandir Marjanado. Just like dressing the deities, same way washing the temple of the deities. Shivigraha Radhanatana Shingaratan Mandir Marjanado. Yuttasya Bhaktans Nikanjito Api Mandhe Guru Shri Charanaravinda. So, and then the Lord Ratha asked, so Mahaprabhu, first they went to Netrotsav, saw the Lord Jagannath with the need to serve, and then going to the there. And now the main service of Mahaprabhu are dancing before the Rath. So Jagannath is feeling separation from his devotees, and his greatest devotee, Krishna, in form of Srimati Radharani, in the mood of Srimati Radha, the greatest devotee, is dancing before Jagannath. And Jagannath is feeling very blissful and appeared, seeing the dance of Mahaprabhu with all devotees. And Mahaprabhu made 7 parties. One, two, three, four. एक आगे पीछे दाएं बाएं, and 3 additional Kirtan parties. The first party was of Saru Damodar and Dattacharya, and they were singers as Damodar Pandit, Narayana, Govind Datta, Raghava, then Shivas Thakur. That's why when you come in association with devotees and do Harinam Sankirtan, that is amazing. So when you come in devotee association and do Harinam Sankirtan and dance in the Kirtan, that's very, very special. Dancing in Harinam Sankirtan is very, very special. So, so Mahaprabhu would dance for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath there. So coming and singing for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath is so amazing. So Shivas Thakur, Nityanand Prabhu, Mukundan Haridas Thakur, Govind Ghosh Vakeshwar Pandit, then Kulina Gram people, Shantipur, Shikhanda. So 7 parties will be made. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will pray to Jagannath, Namo Brahmane Devaya, Go Brahman Hitaya Cha, Jagadaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Right? These are the prayers we offer to Jagannath before offering the bhoga. My repeated obeisance to Lord Govinda, who is a worshipable deity for all Brahminical men, the well-wisher of cows and Brahmanas. Jayati Jayati Devo, Devaki Nandana So, Jayati Jayati Krishna, Vrishni, Vansha Pradeepa, Jayati Jayati Megha, Shamla Komanango, Jayati Jayati Prithvi, Bharinashu Mukunda. So this all prayers singing. Then one of the prayers, what is taking? Ya Kumar Harasai Vibarastai Vachetapas Techonminitamaalati Saurabhya Pranakadambani Chase Sasevam Sitatapi Tatra Surat Vepara Lila Vidho Reva Rodasi Vedasi Tarutale Cheta Samatkantate. Now, during those days, this song was like a movie song. Just like we have movie songs now. So that time it was like a thing. And people were wondering, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu singing. But then Dhruv Goswami gave the internal meaning of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, I'm the same Srimati Radharani. You're the same Krishna or Jagannath. And now we are again meeting in Vrindavan. That's the meaning of that song. And you see, Srila Prabhupada established the Rath Yatra all over the world. Even as a small child, Srila Prabhupada performed the Rath Yatra in Bengal, in Kolkata. And also, after Jagannath Puri, Kolkata is one of the biggest Rath Yatra. Chief Minister herself come, and there are 3 cars come in Kolkata Rath Yatra also. And Lord Jagannath stays 7 days in Gundicha Mandir. So San Francisco, first Rath Yatra started there. Then New York Rath Yatra happened. So different Rath Yatra happened. Different foreign countries. So different places. This is a Puri one. So this is somewhere France happening. Somewhere so all over the world, even Moscow, all over the world, Pakistan also, Germany also. So everywhere you can see the Rath Yatra is happening. And many of the Rath Yatra happened during this time. There. So and India, so many Rath Yatras happen. Within Bangalore, only so many Rath Yatras happen. There. So So special. Here, this mood of Sri Jagannath Rath Yatra, worshipping Lord Jagannath is something very, very amazing. There. So one more last pastime I'll tell of Lord Jagannath. There is unlimited pastime. So there is a Dasura Bori, another devotee of Lord Jagannath. There, he is from a lower caste, but somehow he started hearing Hari Katha and he's became a Vaishnava. Now one day he came to Puri, took darshan of Lord Jagannath, and he was ecstatic. Seeing the darshan of Lord Jagannath, he was ecstatic. I see the darshan of Jagannath. And when he came back, when he came back, his wife brought a rice. On rice, he put a palak. Now that appeared to him the eyes of Jagannath. And rather than eating, he went into ecstasy. And when people asked, Are, what happened? He said, No, I'm seeing Jagannath's eyes. How can I eat it? I'm thinking, how did he got such a mercy of Lord Jagannath? Then he suggested his wife, okay, give palak in separate boil and rice in separate boil. Then he started eating there. But he became such a devotee. Every moment he was meditating on Lord Jagannath, on the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath. And while meditating on the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath, one day Jagannath appeared. What do you want? Say, Lord, let me see your form. Let me always. Lord said, whenever you come to Puri and see the Nilachal, see the Chakra, you will see me there. And whatever offer, I will accept. So one day he was a weaver and he was stitching a cloth for a Brahmana. And then he saw a coconut. Oh, I want to offer it for Jagannath. So the Brahmana said, okay, for this whole cloth piece, you take that coconut. The coconut was cheap, but then he took that coconut. And one devotee was going to take darshan of the Lord Jagannath, and he said, from Garuda's thumb, you offer this coconut and take then Lord to accept. If Lord personally comes and take you to give it, otherwise you bring it back. I thought, what happened to him? Okay, let me try. He closed his eyes, and near Garuda's thumb is stand. And Lord Jagannath's hand came and took the coconut. And he was amazed at the devotion of the Dasabari. And they became Baliyaram there. So he got a name. So Lord is the dual. Another time he brought some basket of mangoes to feed Lord Jagannath. And all Brahmanas start fighting. I give this, we will offer to Jagannath. I said, no, I will myself offer to Lord Jagannath. This, how can you offer without Brahmana to Lord Jagannath? So he took the mangoes, start offering to the chakra. And mangoes start getting gayab away mangoes. I say, what is happening? Are you doing some black magic or what's happening that you are doing? So no, go in the altar. And when they go in the altar, they found Gutli and the Chilka of mangoes. And they understood is a great devotee. And he blessed them. That happened. So how Jagannath respond to the devotion of his devotees, that's very, very amazing. So let meet Lord Jagannath as our phone. Lord Jagannath is our life. Okay. Any questions? Any devotee has any question? Parsati Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, when Lord Krishna was conducting his pastime 5000 years ago, was the deity of Lord
Yeah,
Jagannath
he
and
was
Jagannath
there.
Puri
Yeah, it
present?
is there. But it is not mentioned that, see, Balramji went to all Tirth Yatra. But Jagannath Puri is not mentioned. He did not went to Jagannath Puri. It will be very embarrassing to taking his own darshan.
Thank you.
Yes. Sunita Mataji.
Prabhuji, at that time also Jagannath deities are in the similar as now as.
Yes, yes, same deity. They're from lakhs of years. See, that
But
pastime happened in the last kalpa. Then
oh,
Narad Muni requested, and then they appeared in this kalpa.
okay, Prabhu. In that pastime, I heard that when the king opened before completing the deities, king opened the door. So because of that, deities doesn't have hands
No,
completely.
so that became the reason the king
Oh,
thought. But when the Akashvani happened, that they're supposed to be this form only, you give them nice dress and paint them, and they'll worship as Jagannath Baldeswar. It's not that by mistake that forms. It's
okay, okay.
originally not like that.
In one book, read the story in that way, Prabhu. I
Ah, it,
forgot which book.
but it's not a mistake.
Okay,
It's there.
okay, Prabhu.
See, why Jagannath is feeling sick, that is his Leela. He actually gets sick, but in his Leela, and that's the time that paint Lord Jagannath again back. And then Netrotsav happens. And Lord doesn't give darshan for this 15 days. Okay, Manas.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, currently that temple, Jagannath temple in Puri, is this the same temple that's Indradum Prabhu?
Oh, that's not possible, Prabhu. This temple is made 1,000 years or some 800 years before. So all the renovation will go on. Stone can stand for 1,000 years. See, our building stay 50 to 100 years. Stone can stay for 800 to 1,000 or 1,200 years. And it will keep renovate.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes, Anil Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My question is in the Rath Yatra, first Baldev, then Subhadra Mai, then Jagannath. So this order I want to understand, Prabhuji.
No, I said no. So first Subhadra I said, I will give this good news to the Vrajvasi, they will believe me. So Subhadra Mani said to leave. But then Balaram said, okay, I will also come. And naturally the elder brother will go in front, no, rather than putting sister in the front. So Balaram goes front, Subhadra, and then Krishna came.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Tarachandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhuji, in Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra, in current time, how does the ISKCON as an organization participate in that Rath Yatra?
Yeah. We have gone many. I've gone many yatras. It's too crowded to have. You forget all. Where are you? Where are your relatives? Where are your people? It's too crowded. When the Ratha moves, no, sometimes stand. Sometimes it's not so easy. There. But we have gone. I've been there in many Rath Yatras.
Okay.
And when then pull the Rath also, dance, Kirtan also, everything.
Acha, so do ISKCON devotees get to pull the Rath?
Anybody can pull. See, it's not ISKCON devotee. Anybody goes, they can pull the Rath. It's service. And everybody can take darshan on Lord Jagannath. I have gone and embraced Lord Jagannath also. Though in 2006 Rath Yatra, those days you can climb the cart when the Jagannath will rest in the night, and you can go and embrace Lord Jagannath. Now they don't allow, but those days they were allowed.
Yeah. But as a normal devotee, if you go among the lakhs of people, it will be very difficult to reach the,
Yeah, that you need some heroism to do that.
Yeah.
But see, our main goal is not touching the cart. Our main goal is take darshan of Jagannath and sing for his place of the way Mahaprabhu did. But one point of time, the cart stopped. King got the elephants also. King got so many people also. Still, the cart did not move. When Mahaprabhu touched his head behind Jagannath and Gaudiya Vaishnavas, the devotees of Mahaprabhu, they pulled the Rath. Then the cart started moving. Actually, previously, sometime Rath Yatra may take 3 days also. जगन्नाथ जाके किसी की दुकान पे अड़ गए तो जब तक वो दुकान नहीं फोड़ेगी तब तक रथ आगे नहीं बढ़ता So ऐसे करते करते भगवान ने रोड थोड़ी बड़ी करवा दी, पहले रोड छोटी थी. The second, so Lord, it runs on Lord Jagannath's wish. Right?
Yeah,
Nobody, if Lord stops, nobody can move it. Even elephants can't move it. And sometimes it moves so fast, sometimes move very slow. So Jagannath ji की इच्छा से सब कुछ होता है. And I personally saw Prabhu 2013 Rath Yatra. I was there in Puri for 2 weeks, 1 week before only for an advanced party seva of arranging accommodation for devotees. The day Rath Yatra happened, it was so hot. For 2 weeks, there was no sun. It was too hot there. And I was feeling, अरे तो धूप में मर जाएंगे, dehydration हो जाएगा. I was taking all dehydration drinks, electrol and everything there. And the moment Jagannath came out, it rained from nowhere, no clouds anywhere. I said, this happens only in Puri. Things goes according to Jagannath. He comes out, rain comes and shower all the devotees, and the Rath Yatra starts. But जितना पानी चाहिए तो उतना ही पड़ा. It's amazing. As if everything is made for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath. Of course, in whole creation, everything is made for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, I think that's all the questions devotees have. So please come and take part, become fortunate to take part in the Rath Yatra of Lord
Two more questions are there.
Jagannath. And next week, we'll discuss about Goswamis. This India Maharaj is different than the Gajendra Maharaj there. See, I told in the story how Jagannath is not, we don't call it idol, we call it as deity. As the main full Jagannath comes, not the Utsav Vigraha there. Right? And so next week, I'll talk about the Goswamis, and then we'll discuss about our Acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur, because we should know our whole parampara, that by which we are getting all this mercy in our life. And that's the part. And we learn so many lessons knowing the life with it. And eventually Krishna Leela. So please attend this. Every session is very, very important for our journey to spiritual life. Thank you so much for joining this